That's what it is.
Yes.
That is what it is.
Yes.
We're alive right now.
Live.
Yes.
We're finally living.
Yep, we're live
Yes.
in front of thousands of people.
In front of. I signed up. How many subscribers do you have?
Do I have? Okay, let me see. Like 250 or something.
Oh, wow. That's a big number. Sorry. Sorry. I'm here to work on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for like 10 years.
10 years? You only.
297. Look, I had 297 subscribers
For 10 years?
on YouTube.
Come on, man. You could.
No. I've got different channels.
You could do at least 100 a year.
No. I mean, I'm just putting out my music.
Oh, okay.
I've got different channels. This is like my latest project.
All right.
You know, I got an Instagram page with 12K, you know.
All right.
But it got like.
How did you come up with the name Lance Blunt? That's the question everybody wants to know.
Yeah. Like I was
rolling a blunt and
and in Spanish we got a saying that when you are like generous with people, you lance it.
Oh yeah.
Lance
I've heard that. Lanza.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
All right.
By the way, we're in the third world country, people.
We are, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
But what about that?
It is nice music. All right.
I was listening to Cumbia Psychodelica by Lance Blunt and Orquesta Galloso latest record, Full Psychodelia. Full Psychodelia, that's right.
I like that.
What do you think, Micky?
I like that. You know, I myself I used to produce music in the United States.
Yeah.
So I think it's very relaxing music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
All right.
You were, right? You were a producer in the States.
I was a producer. I was like, I'm not gonna go to college. I'm not gonna go to university. So at 18 years old, I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Be a producer, rapper.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It was not such a good idea, but
I mean, it is a good idea, but like if you expect to get paid right away,
no, it took me until I was 24 years old to get paid.
Right. Yes. Right. Well, at least you got paid.
Yeah, that is true. At least I got paid.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, we're just talking about like, sometimes you gotta get paid, but sometimes you gotta sacrifice getting paid so you can own your stuff, right?
Exactly. That's what we're doing that right now with this channel.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, if we I'm not in it to sell t-shirts and stuff.
No, we're not in Camarra. We don't do that shit.
I mean, we could, right? If people were asking like t-shirts from the show, like we don't even have a name for the show, so
no, yeah, that is true. It's just called Lance Blunt. It's just come on, man.
The Blunt Podcast. This is called Papayita Records.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 100,000.
Yeah. Going 1,000 a day, right?
Yeah, we need people watching. Come on, people. No, man.
We should also I should plug that. Yeah, whatever. Let's see how this lasts. We could like also have like other like stands with phones there. You could be live on your Instagram there and like
that is true
and stuff, right?
That is true.
But we gotta figure out what are we gonna do like to, like we gotta do something interesting, like
exactly.
Yes.
Well,
I just put out an album. We can like listen to some music. This track is called Bombachita Loca.
You actually made this.
Yeah, this is my new album.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It's nice too. You can actually find it here on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. This is the Cumbia Psicodélica, Lance Blunt y la Orquesta Galloso.
Oh, nice. Okay.
In my playlist. No, this one is called Tenerte.
Oh, okay.
This is not Bombachita Loca, no. This is called Tenerte.
Okay.
Album Full Psychodelia. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. Let me just share my screen for a minute so that you know how this works?
Yeah, so kinda. A little bit.
Yeah, so this is it. Sharing my screen there, it's Full Psychodelia. These are some songs that, I wrote like throughout my career. This I wrote with another band. This one's a friend wrote this one. This one I wrote with another band, like from different bands, but they were from
Right.
different styles. So it was like more
Okay.
like punk rock or like hip hop. But then,
So are is the music just pure instrumental music?
yeah,
It doesn't have lyrics.
yeah, it has lyrics, but like this song, for instance, it has some lyrics. But what I did is I took the voice
Hmm.
and I played it with the guitar
Oh,
for
okay.
this record. But the original had some lyrics and
Oh, so these are cover songs.
but our covers of my songs.
Oh,
Like
okay.
my original had lyrics and I sang, but then I said, look, what I do best is play the guitar and make music. People don't want to hear my voice, you know.
Oh,
So
okay.
I took this song and I made it into a guitar cumbia thing, and now it's starting to make sense now, you
Right,
know.
right, right, right,
And it's got the feel like like psychedelic,
right.
kind of chill vibe, but it's also cumbia, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Nice, nice.
just like trying different styles. Put
Right.
back on. Okay, it's a great Mickey,
That's
straight up from
me.
California.
That's me.
That's right. Tell us a little bit about your music career. What was one of your peaks, one of your top productions?
Um, I produced the album for Super Dub, who's a Oakland rapper, and he did shows in California. He did a bunch of things, but I think that was probably my biggest um, sales, I would say, of albums.
Okay.
So yeah, it actually went around. So he was very known rapper, um, so around the Bay Area from
Uh-huh.
Oakland, California. So he toured through the West Coast with other states like Arizona, Oregon, Washington.
Uh-huh.
Uh, he wasn't known like in New York or anything like that, but worked with a couple of rappers, Robbie. There were
Tell me
Lil
more about.
B.
Uh-huh.
I produced his album. Lil B was also known. He was from Berkeley, California.
Right.
I worked with Vallejo rappers from Vallejo,
Vallejo,
California.
right?
Yeah, so I was pretty known as a producer in the Bay Area.
Mhm.
Um, so my original dream, I guess, was to actually I've never taken a music class. I've never taken a guitar class or anything. My original dream was to actually be a rapper, not even to be a producer. It was to be a
Mhm.
rapper.
Yeah.
So around 18 years old, like I said, I wasn't gonna go. I didn't get good grades. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
So I got bad grades, and I was like, man, high school is over at 17, 18 years old. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I got a job working at like a place that's kind of like Tumbles.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it's called Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Walgreens is,
Walgreens is a pharmacy.
yeah, it's kind of like
Nah,
Tambos,
it's like
Plaza de Vea. No, they have a pharmacy department, but
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Okay,
Plaza
okay.
Vea.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I was worked there, and then I was, I went to the Guitar Center, which is a place where you buy guitars and you buy pianos. So the first instrument I bought was a Motif XF.
Multi XF.
Motif. It's a piano.
Motif. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a piano.
MOTIF, right?
Yeah, it's a piano, but you can record in it. It's the same thing. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
motif. Um, and I recorded all. I started recording there. So actually, look it up. So motif
Motif
XS.
XS
Uh huh.
8 some
So yeah, eight put the or it should.
mode XS. Okay.
So it's made by Yamaha.
Yamaha motif like
Yeah.
this.
So
Okay.
yeah. So if you look
Okay.
at it, if you look closely,
Uh,
so on the right, all these things you can record on.
yeah, those are
So
tracks. That's like a
yeah, you could make
multi-track.
tracks on them.
Yeah, yeah, but these are multi-tracks. You could
Yeah,
record different instruments and
yeah.
mix them.
So it has a mixer in it. You see it? You see the picture? It
Yeah,
has a
yeah, yeah,
mixer
yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh,
So I started producing on that. I started
wow.
making beats on that,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
you could make up to 64 beats. That thing lets you make.
Uh-huh.
It has enough memory to record 64
64
beats.
beats, and you recorded the
So I
64.
recorded I filled it up in a year, 64
Uh-huh.
beats, but I chose the best 12 beats
Uh-huh.
that I had, and I put them out there. And I went I have to record like in the recording studios to record my voice, you know.
Yeah.
So I chose 12 beats and I recorded my own. Like I became a rapper at that point.
Right.
This shit was funny, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
That's good. I mean,
yeah. So I chose 12 beats. I produced it myself. I wrote all the lyrics myself.
uh-huh.
And then shout out to my cousin over there, Victor Spick. He's a Mexican guy. He's doing life in prison right now.
What?
Yeah. He
Okay.
so
What happened? Who?
he
What's the name of the guy?
Victor Spick.
What?
Victor Spick. Yeah,
Vic the Spick?
Victor Spick.
Vic
Vic.
the Spick.
Yeah, Vic for Victor.
Victor the Spick, the Hispanic.
Yeah.
Vic the
yeah,
Spick.
he
Okay.
shot somebody, unfortunately.
Come on.
Yeah.
What about that guy? He's your cousin?
No,
No, you
he's no,
produced him.
I no, but I did. I used to go to school with him,
Ah, okay, okay. He was your
and
friend
we
from
grew
school.
up together.
Uh-huh.
So he used to spend the night at my house, and he was
Uh-huh.
like, he used to call me, hey cousin," you know. So we grew up together, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It's like primo, le
yeah,
primo.
yeah, it's something like that.
It's like Coco, you know, the
Yeah,
primos, man.
he actually knows Coco.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We used to be like little rugrats and shit. We used to go up to the school roof on the weekends
Uh-huh.
and we used to smoke cigarettes. No bullshit, no lie, no lie.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I get it, I get
I
it.
knew it wasn't going to start out good for all three of us.
That
Like,
was
yeah,
up to no
like
good.
yeah, yeah. He's in prison. Like I'm in a wheelchair, and my
So,
brother's in a walker. No lie. But
okay, okay.
so I took my album because he actually knew everybody where I come from, the Bay Area. You know, he actually knew all the local rappers. He knew them.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
he's a
Big
little
this
older than
big.
I am, but
Yeah,
he used
definitely.
to be in the street a lot.
Right, uh-huh.
So he knew all the big time rappers like in the Bay Area. And I went to his house and I put on the CD. I was like, I recorded this, right? And he's like,
Uh-huh.
so it was my voice. He wasn't like too impressed with my rap, right? But he's like, oh, you made the beats? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I know a bunch of these rappers around here,
Okay.
especially in Oakland, California. You know, the rappers. He's like, I know them, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to meet them, and you just bring your music and let them hear you. And I was like 18 years old at that time, 18, 19. And yeah, and so they heard it, and they they liked a few of my beats, and they were like, yeah, they they didn't pay me at first. They were like, gee, let me put this beat on my album, and I'll give you credit. I'm gonna say you
Right,
produced it.
right, right,
And
right.
I was like, all right. I was
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
because I really wasn't expecting to make money, especially the first time around.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's how I started. That's how I started getting popular. They were like, oh, I'm the little Peruvian kid, like in the
Can
hood,
make big,
who
can make
made
beats.
beats, you know.
Yeah,
And I just got the music bug, and it just
right.
put but slowly, working the Walgreens, and then I started just collecting paychecks and putting my recording studio together. It's just kind of like we're doing kind of right now,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and started making more beat, better equipment, I guess, and because I started with that. Then I got like I didn't like and the motif. I didn't like the drums, the sound of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
drums.
uh-huh.
So I was like, I wanted to get like old school because it was back in the day.
Hmm.
I wanted to get an MPC player,
A what?
an MPC box makes drums.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
MPC is like a drum machine.
it's a drum machine.
Okay,
It's
got
called
it.
the MPC.
MPC.
Yeah,
What do you
MP.
say? Drums. Drum machine.
Yeah, drums. MPC. Or see, those are MPCs.
Oh, let me
So
let me
I
try
was
to
like,
understand.
I was like, I wanted to get that, and and they're
Uh-huh.
not the cheapest things either.
Nah.
you
And
know,
back
and
then,
back then they were even
yeah,
more
yeah,
because they were new.
yeah.
So
That was like when the Beastie Boys had a rock band, and then they
yeah,
found one of those, and they
yeah,
decided to go to hip hop, right?
yeah, something like that. You
Yeah.
know, so I wanted to get that originally,
Yeah.
and
But
so
did you get it?
I got it, but
Yeah.
I didn't get it through. See, a lot of people thought because I sold, I didn't sell beats at first. I gave them
Right.
away pretty much.
Uh
So
huh.
it's like I didn't make any money off of the first
Right.
album. So
Right.
how did I really buy
Uh
the
huh.
MPC?
Uh huh.
Through
How?
Walgreens paychecks. that's
Fair enough. Fair
that's the
enough.
story. That's the
Dude, I bought.
truth.
Oh, I haven't bought any of this with money from music. I mean,
Yeah. So
then yeah, I bought this from teaching English and some.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but you know what the saying is, fake till you make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just about this is making it for me. You know, I'm able to make
right.
music.
Right.
I don't have to worry about like if music's gonna pay my paychecks.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I got the money thing covered, and now I can make music. Have my
Mhm.
own thing. If someone, I mean, I don't expect anyone to pay me, but maybe I'm gonna pay some people to work for me, right?
Right.
Right.
Eventually.
And if some people, if people watch it, yeah, they want me to tell them something, I can teach them English or something.
Right.
you know.
right.
Because like I say, like who's my audience right now? Just my friends, my family, and people who know me gonna say, "Oh, this guy speaks English. I want him to teach me."
Exactly.
Whatever. I mean, I don't need like people say there's got to be like a format, like this got podcasts about this and but like not in my world. Like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. 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 That's part of
You
gaining an audience because at first I was just making Bay Area rap, Bay Area music.
Yeah.
So I think that was also part of the learning process that I can't just make one type of sound,
Yeah. Uh
for
huh.
certain people, certain audience, certain
Yeah.
because I wasn't really making too much money off of it, I guess. So
I mean, always the making money part is always about like you need to sell, and
yeah,
for
you need to
selling, you need
sell and you
people.
need to have up.
First, you need a lot of people like asking you for beats,
Yeah, so
right?
that's what I started doing at first, and
Uh
then
huh.
when I got kind of famous in the Bay Area,
Uh huh.
um, I just started making more modern style. I guess what they call trap music.
Yeah, you
You
did.
know,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
when I started producing that, because I was like at first I was like, it's okay. I kind of
Okay.
like the choruses. I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're
There's a
more sing
melody. There's
along.
melody.
There's
Yeah.
it's sing along.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But I was like, I didn't. I
Like
like
the rap, like
yeah, yeah. I like more boom bap kind of
yeah. Yeah.
drums.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Not too much trap because a lot of uh the trap beats are like that nice melody, but it's like
It's kind
like
of
the
slow,
snare,
right?
the snare is like,
Uh huh.
and then you hear an 808 or something like it kind of sounds off.
Yeah.
Boom
Right.
bap kind of sounds like more
Like more like
rhythm
with the
to it.
music, right? Like
Yeah.
it's more. Yeah.
So, but there was this wave,
Uh huh.
especially because trap music really came from the south.
Really?
Trap music came from like places like
Like
have you ever
Texas,
heard? Yeah, have you ever heard the hop in New Orleans,
New Orleans?
Atlanta,
Yeah,
Texas too?
kind of. Yeah.
Texas originally had like
It's known for being kind of racist places. No, not
uh
kind of. All of
well
the
I
USA
think
is
I
kind of
think
racist, right?
when we're talking about racism, I think it's a personal point of view.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
said,
It's not about the place, right?
I mean I come from Bay Area, California, so
Uh huh.
we have people that are Asian, we have
Right.
Hispanic people, we have white people, we have a lot of black people,
Hmm.
we have all kinds of people, So I think it's and then there are a
Well,
lot of
okay.
there's a lot of arguments between races. I think it's more culture based.
Yeah.
It depends on your culture. Like I know,
Okay. Okay.
let's
But
put it this way. I had a few Mexican friends
uh
that
huh.
told me they told me when I was going to school, they were like, you're the only Peruvian kid I like.
You're the what?
Only Peruvian kid I like.
Uh, What did he mean?
that they didn't like
They like
Peruvians.
Peruvian people. Well,
Yeah,
they
they
don't
were
know it. They
mixing.
don't know Peruvian
They
people.
don't know.
They just have
So
an idea of how
I
they
think it's
are.
a culture based thing too.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? That's what I mean. So when we're talking about racism, and racism is, I think it's more quiet.
Yeah, people are not gonna say it, right?
You know, we're not gonna say it. We just get
Yeah,
away from that person.
yeah.
You know, so it could be that. I don't think
Okay,
it's
okay,
not
but
like the 1800s or like where
no,
people
I
are
know, I
like
know.
never this, never that. You know, it's like things like that.
No, but you were saying trap came from the south,
Yeah,
and you
trap
started.
music came
Uh
from
huh.
the south, so it originally came from. It's they used to call it bounce music.
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
Hmm.
like New
Like
Orleans,
that.
Miami, all that Florida, all that kind of thing. It's the South
Uh huh.
of the United States, so it's bounce music. It's club music, what they used to call it,
What do
club
you mean?
rap,
Club music. Okay.
club rap.
Uh
So
huh.
they play. So you get a DJ and you play it in the club, you
Yeah.
know, and people
Yeah.
dance to it
Hmm.
because rap, like guys
Yeah.
like Tupac or
Yeah. Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
they were like
That's not.
hardcore rappers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They were hardcore rappers.
But trap is club music. Then
Yeah,
trap is like dance music.
that was dance music. That
Really?
was club music, bounce music in the South.
Yeah. No. No. But trap still sounds kind of like dark music.
No, they changed to
Like
like
changed.
hardcore lyrics. That's why it's
Yeah. Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
like, oh,
There's like hard trap.
and I'm gonna say this with all respect. So when the rapper raps a line like uh 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 when they say things like rappers talk bad, acting like you cake smokers, screaming, I'll smoke a fag, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, you know, they're talking about really smoking cigarettes, but you think they're saying something like against homosexuals.
Okay.
So it depends on I bet like a lot of rappers who are saying things like they sell drugs, they shoot people, and they do
Yeah.
certain things,
Uh-huh.
but
Actually, never done it.
never done it.
Yeah.
They just put on their little. Actually, even I met some rappers that
Man.
they put on like those gold teeth are not made of gold. It's tinfoil.
Tinfoil. Okay.
It's tinfoil. They put that on their mouth. You know.
Dude, no, I gotta say this because this just doesn't happen in the States. Like here, really in Peru. In
Yeah.
Peru's really pathetic, dude. There's a
Yeah.
lot of artists.
That's yeah. Somebody. I was in Rema, and somebody. So he was like a 20-year-old kid. He like asked me. He's like, yeah, you. He's like, I'm the boss of the city. I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's like some kind of fucking rapper and shit. Like that doesn't mean un sol. And he's like, yeah, you want to make a song with me? I'm like, no, thank you. I'm like, who the
Okay,
fuck
okay,
do you
okay,
think
okay.
I
So
am?
wait. We gotta talk a lot of stuff here, right?
Yeah.
First of all, yes, there's a lot of people, mostly in the Peruvian rap scene, trap scene, talking about how much money they got and their chains and their clothes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
their cars,
Yeah, this
and they don't got
motherfucker.
fucking got one soul. They don't got
Yeah,
one soul.
this
They don't got.
motherfucker had a dirty ass shirt on. Nothing even have running water in
Don't
his
even
house.
look clean.
No,
Don't
no.
even got. They don't got where to sleep. Okay, that's
No.
number one. But number two,
Right,
okay, there's this genre like you gotta pretend like the fake it till you make it thing.
right,
But at least you gotta know how to fake it. You gotta
right.
know when we're gonna be ridiculous.
Exactly.
Okay,
It's
no, but number three, we gotta help them kinda and like you're the producer from the States, and what do you say? We start like casting some rappers.
that. I mean, yeah,
What do you
I'm
think?
totally down with that.
And we
It's
gotta
like
tell them we got this
me
producer from the States who's
yeah,
gonna take
me
it.
personally, I don't like when some young punk comes up to me trying to fake it. Like I don't know the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what do you think? I'm an idiot?
I mean, that's the problem. Look, the thing is that people say, okay, they see this singer, let's say Daddy Yankee or whatever, like
Right.
Ti or like who's like a trap guy like Nipsey Hussle. I don't,
Yeah.
who's
Rest
that?
in peace.
And they
Nipsey.
all die. They all die. They all die at
Yeah.
19 or
They,
20. Like they're
they,
promoting suicide or what?
yeah. Well, the thing
I don't
is
know.
that like Nipsey Hussle, he got
They
killed
get
in front of
shot,
his
right?
store. He got
Yeah,
killed in front
okay.
of his store,
He got shot.
and he got in LA.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah, I mean, and then the
what?
Dextensentacion
Yeah,
guy.
exentation. Okay, what happens too is like because we gotta understand what the difference
Nah,
is.
dude,
Where
they're
we don't
making
feel
them famous, so they kill
so
him.
exentation. Well, he
Okay, okay.
so he didn't really learn anything. He got killed. He went lives on stream and started bragging, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
to the jewelry store." And he started showing all this jewelry, and then somebody was watching it on their live, and they
No
went
way,
to the
no way.
jewelry store in Miami and they shot him.
You're serious? You're being
Yeah,
serious?
I'm
That's what
being.
happens.
That's
That's what
what
happened.
happened. It's like so
That's what
we
happened.
also gotta understand
Uh huh.
that
Yeah.
the manipulation of it. It's like we can't because yeah, we can have a hit and we can get egotistical. When you were the kid with no shoes going to school, so we gotta understand
Yeah.
the manipulation of it. We gotta be smarter than that. And you could be
Exactly.
whoever you are, but it's like not you can't be egotistical and think you're bigger than what you are when
Yeah.
you come from a certain background too. It's like when we're talking about this kid that came up to me who was
No, and the
trying to
thing is that like you're talking about entrepreneurship and
yeah
making money is
yeah
not
that's what we're
easy.
that's
And
what
there's two things. There's making money and there's just being a straight up criminal.
yeah that
And
too that
trying to
too
make money like robbing people or selling drugs or whatever. And then there, I mean, it's not even close to reality. It's just
no
so it's
it's
not like they're grinding, they're
no
making some money. No, they're not making any money. Any
exactly
money.
I've seen rappers or like musicians in general that pretty much say they come to a podcast like this, and
Yeah.
usually the podcaster or the channel owner, because they're bigger podcasts,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they you don't go to a podcast and show what you have. If you're having an album or you're bringing out a
Right.
book or whatnot, usually the podcast pays you for
I
you to
mean,
come.
depending. I mean, they negotiate depending on who's bringing more viewers to the podcast. Like
Dude, so it's how many
sometimes,
so
right,
you
right,
should it's how
right.
many people you bring out. It's like
If I
it's like
like,
it's like being in a soccer stadium. It's how many
yeah,
the team
exactly.
is not going to sign you unless you bring people.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of. But
Yeah.
that's like everything.
It's like, okay, I got my podcast. If I want to get an audience and I need people to see me,
Uh,
then I can pay someone to be there that's going to bring me people. And if I say, okay, I got, let's say, Daddy Yankee on my podcast, like there's people looking for information from,
right,
they're going to
right,
see me, right?
right.
But of course, he got that power. He's going to be very expensive,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So
But these people, that's what they do. If I got $1 million, I just call Snoop Dogg and I say, hey, Snoop, do you want to be in my
exactly.
podcast?
So and you'll
I mean,
come and
yeah,
you offer him. I'll
yeah.
give you $200,000,
And he'd
and
like,
he'll
yeah,
come.
yeah.
He'll come from LA or wherever the fuck
Yeah,
he
we'll
is.
do it online or whatever. Like if you really need an audience and you got the money, and that's why they do those kind of stuff. And these
Yeah,
people live off of this.
yeah,
Like after they were famous, like
yeah.
maybe they don't got shows, but they got like podcast
Right,
presentation.
right. It's especially when so like
Okay.
guys like yeah like let's for instance when is the last time Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre or somebody like came out with an album, but they're doing
Yeah,
different
they
things.
don't even need an album.
They don't need it. They
Yeah,
don't need it.
yeah.
They do
They
not
did
need
that
it.
already, and that was a hit. And
Exactly.
any album they come up with today is not going to be bigger than their album.
They don't
So
care about that. It's
yeah,
like that. That's the
they don't need
last
it.
thing they don't
Yeah.
need it. They don't care about that. They have their own little businesses, their own little. They have commercials about
I
selling
mean, they
candy.
still tour. I think they still
They
tour.
t-
They still
even if
tour.
they don't tour, but
Yeah,
really
but they
much,
got a
pretty
lot.
much the tour is just to remind people they're still alive.
But they do sell tickets,
They sell
and then if
tickets,
you take Snoop Dogg to some Asian country, it's first time he's been there, so it's gonna be like a
right?
big
No,
event.
it's they already have their own personal product, like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Like he has his own brand of weed. Let's put it
yeah,
that way,
yeah. Like
So you
with
don't think there's a bunch of dispensaries in the United States if people buy his brand? Of course I do. So he
yeah,
doesn't. He probably made more money off that than the music.
probably.
It's
Okay. Listen, we're gonna take a break
Yeah,
because I gotta see how this is going. Okay, we've been. I'm gonna show you the YouTube
yeah.
live. We've been 30 minutes now, so there's two ways to broadcast. We can broadcast straight up from YouTube, or we can broadcast from OBS, like here. And this means we can also listen to the internal sound, and we can listen to stuff. So we'll take a break. Be back in a minute. Okay.
All right.
Great. Thank you for being here.
Uh,
Okay, this is okay. I'm ending broadcast.